Welcome guys. In this video I will write the Python program for the 11th exercise of chapter 7. This is the low show magic square program. Low show magic square is a grid with 3 columns and 3 rows. The grid contains the numbers 1 through 9 exactly. The sum of each row, each column and each diagonal all add up to the same number. Write a function that accepts two-dimensional list as an argument and determines whether the list is low show magic square or not. Let's write the program. So first of all, define a function low show magic square and give this the one argument square list, and in this function use the nested loop to prompt the user to enter the values for square list for r in range rows, for c in range columns, and now prompt the user to enter the values for a specific row and column. Set square list index of rows and index of column equal to int input. Enter the value for row plus str r plus 1. As the rows start from zeros, the r will start from 0, and first row we will type r plus 1, that will equal to 1, plus column strc plus 1. Str is a built-in function that converts the numbers into string. After this, return the square list. This function will return the square list. Now use this low show magic square in main function. Here define a main function. In the above main function, create a variable rows set this equal 3. Also create variable columns and set this equal 3. As the no show magic square is a grid of square that is having 3 rows and 3 columns. So in main function, create a list, default list, and set this equal 0, comma 0, comma 0. Set all the entries to 0. After this, create a variable magic square magic list and set this equal low show magic square and give this the argument default list. Now calculate the sum of rows and columns and diagonals. First of all, calculate the sum of rows. Create a variable row 1 sum and set this equal magic list 0, 0 plus magic list 0, 1 plus magic list 0, 2. Similarly, create a variable row 2 sum and set this equal magic list 1, 1 plus magic list 1, 2. Sorry, here 1, 0. Here magic list 1, 1 and at last magic list 1, 3, 1, 2. Create another variable row 3 and set this equal row 3 sum magic list 2 and 0 plus magic list 2 and 1 plus magic list 2 and 2. Similarly, calculate the column calculations. Column 1 sum is equal to magic list row 0 and column 0 plus magic list row 1 column 0 plus magic list row 2 column 0. Similarly, calculate the column sum for row column 2 and column 3. Magic square list 0 and column 1 plus magic square list row 1 column 1 plus magic square list row 2 column 1. Similarly, calculate the column sum for third column. Set is equal magic list row 0 column 2 plus magic list row 1 column 2 magic square list row 2 column 2. Now calculate the calculations for diagonals. Create a variable diagonal 1 sum and set this equal magic list magic list row 0 column 0 plus magic list row 1 column 1 plus magic list row 2 column 2. And similarly create a variable diagonal to sum and set this equal magic list row 0 column 2 plus magic list row 1 column 1 plus magic list row 2 column 0. After this, use the if condition to decide whether the magic list is low show magic square or not. If row 1 sum is equal to row 2 sum, sorry here type double equal row 2 sum is equal to row 3 sum is equal to column 1 sum plus sorry equal to column 2 sum is equal to column 3 sum and is equal to diagonal 1 sum and is equal to diagonal 2 sum. If this condition is true, print this is low show magic square, else print not a low show magic square. Now call the main function and run the program. There is an error. Type list. Error is that we forget to place the comma between two-dimensional list items. And now run the program. Enter the value for row 1, column 1. Enter 4. This is not a low show magic square. Program is not working fine. So there might be another error. Here place the return function outside the loops. and run again. Enter the value for row 1, column 1, enter 4. Enter the value for row 1, column 2, enter 5. Enter the value for row 1, column 3, enter 2. Enter the value for row 2, column 1, enter 3. Enter the value for row 2, column 2, enter 9. Enter the value for row 2, column 3, enter 8. Enter the value for row 3, column 1, enter 1. Enter the value for row 3, column 2, enter 7. Enter the value for row 3, column 3, enter 6. This is not a low show magic square. Now run it again and enter the values for low show magic square. 4, 9, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 1, 6. This is low show magic square.